Hello, welcome to the playthrough of Outward. We are going to play on hardcore. Our first character is going to be called. It's going to be called Lima. She's going to be Ultramon. Let's choose some face style. This. Maybe short hair. Like this. Okay. Hair color can be like this. It's a the Outward is a RPG with some survival elements. The people are describing it as Souls-like, but it's not Souls-like game. It's more like it's more RPG. And if you wanna find some similar RPGs to this one, it's I think it's quite inspired by Gothic series and later Piranha Byte games and stuff. Uh, in a Souls-like games, you constantly die, you constantly get better. Here, when you die, it can be fatal, especially if you play on hardcore. So you have to get good, like in sort of different way. And to get good, you need to know the items, and you need to know your buffs, and you need to use them when you are engaging in combat with something harder. So the story is starting like this. All my life I lived within the safety of Cierzo, spared the brutality of the world outside, but life in Ori is never that easy. For all the safety that my tribe provides, our laws are harsh. We are judged not as individuals, but as bloodlines. The failures of my bloodline weighed heavy on me. My grandmother brought ruin to our tribe long ago, bringing a heavy blood price upon my family. We've paid the debt caused by action ever since. I've joined an expedition across the sea with my old friend Izan, hoping the money made there would be enough to clear my debts. This was a mistake. I'm lucky to still be breathing after our ship hit the rocks on a return voyage. Now I have no choice but to pick myself up yet again and face the wild, untamed land outside the walls. I must carve out my own future or die trying. So this is the start, and we wake up, of course, here with 27 silvers in our pockets, which we saved, naked on the beach. And the the basics of this game is you have to eat. So we looted some garberries, we are going to eat them. If you press U, you see your buffs, negative and positives. Now we have one buff from the garberries, the stamina recovery. If you engage in the combat in this game and you don't have a stamina recovery, you are not going to last long in that combat. That's like basic premise. We are going to move our clothing to pocket and decraft it. We get 3 linen cloths and we can combine them. We looted the seaweed, we can combine them with seaweed and get this thing, ice rack. Going to assign it. We are also going to assign the kick to Q. I always have a kick on Q, so it's one of the skills. Now we made the cloth rack. We can sort of attack the enemies with it. This is going to be the halberd build, because halberd, it's there are no good or bad weapons in Outward, but some are more like beginner friendly. So we are going to use the halberd, and this is going to be built centered around it, and we are going to use the halberd as our main weapon. And basic halberd, it's called quarterstaff in this game. There's Izan, our friend, is tending some wounded adventurer. Lima, if you are alive, you must be freezing. Come, warm up by the fire before you freeze to death. You'll catch a cold if you wander around without any clothes. Here, they are not much, but wear them. And he gave us new clothes. Where we isn't. The last thing I remember was our ship hitting a rock. We are not far from home. You can see the lighthouse from here, can't you? Ito made it out too. He's making his way home to Cierzo to get help. Ito made it alive too, thank you lot. He's a Kazite Lima. He was born on a ship. This probably isn't the first time he had to survive a shipwreck. If you are still feeling too injured from the shipwreck, go ahead and sleep on one of the bedrolls. I'll lay out, and I'll keep watch for the Eto and rescuers. Yeah, actually going to take a look around a little bit and gather as much stuff we can. There are some other seaweed, so we are going to craft another ice rack. If you are if you are interested in playing this game and you are like completely beginner, and you can watch these videos like to have some kind of tutorial, because it's better to kind of explore all the stuff on your own. That's like, it's better to explore stuff on your own and get, you know, learn the recipes on your own through your playthroughs and kind of get the ideas how to survive in this world. There are two hyenas. We're actually going to engage them. But first we have to do some spikes from the wood. How much wood do you have? 3. And there's a mining pick, and it's too heavy for us to wear it now, so we are going to decraft it. You get iron scrap from it. We are going to combine it with linen cloth and some wood to get tripwire traps. We are going to use them a lot, because at the beginning you have no powerful skills, you are like nobody, but the traps are always working. We are going to prepare a few spikes before we engage with hyenas. If the combat goes wrong, we can definitely lure them here into this area and let them fall into our traps. Use the okay, so the other one is attacking as well. Try to use this long attack. The targeting in this game is quite come on, die. Nice. We got bitten once, and you see the hyena took with one bit quite a large chunk of our health. That's because we don't have any armor. Our turret drugs have like no resistance at all. And look, we get 3 attires. We can definitely decraft them all 3. And we can move this to pocket and use the leather hides to upgrade this. And now we have a makeshift leather attire, which is a little bit better, but most importantly, it has a pouch bonus of 5, so we are going to have more space in our pouch. Now we explored everything, so in this starting areas it's time to continue in the game. And see what is going to happen next. We are going to sleep in one of the bedrolls as the Izan suggested. 1 hour is enough. Unconsciousness comes quickly, and you dream of being ensnared in something. With a yelp, you jump out of your bed. Relief floods you as you recognize where you are. You are back in your old bed at home at lighting in Cierzo. Izan must brought you back to your family lighthouse. Your, only your aching body tells you that the shipwreck you suffered was not a nightmare. So, we survived. There are some worker boots, some worker attire. We are going to use the bed and sleep for 1 more hour. Because wherever you sleep in a bed at some house or inn, you are getting you are getting some important buff to your stamina. And it's time to continue. So we got this buff. Sleeping in Cierzo, cold weather defense plus 5, stamina cost to action minus 20. And that's nice. We are going to equip this primitive satchel, and we are going to move all our equipment to the back. With few exceptions that I want to have always in my pocket. We have 30 silver right now. There are some hides. We can definitely use them to upgrade these boots. Where are they? Equip them. And we are going to again decraft these attires because, well, the bread, there's some scrap, flint and steel. We can gather gem. There's our cooking recipes on Cierzo series. It's the one of the it's like family recipe, but it's going to be important. We can combine the bread and gabber jam to make ourselves few tartines. We definitely can eat them right away. And we are going outside. Rise and shine, truck spawn. You think you can nip off for 4 months and not pay what you owe the tribe. A blood price is sacred, Lima. You can't just shrug that off that responsibility for as long as you did. If I don't see the money from you by the time I count to 10, you'll regret you ever came home. I just woke up from shipwreck. Have a heart, will you? Yeah, you were on that ship too, weren't you? How many lives must your family be responsible for destroying before enough is enough? I lost my daughter on that voyage. This doesn't change the fact that I have no money right now and I can't pay you. If you can't make the payments you've missed, we will seize your home. That ought to cover 4 months of ignoring your duty to the tribe. Either pay up or get out of our way. Enough of this. 12 people are dead to this shameful behavior at once. This is a time for tribe to come together and mourn our lost loved ones, not to demand payment from the survivor. To threaten someone like this while the lost lives are still fresh is insult to their memory. Lima is victim of that shipwreck too. Under the laws of Blue Chamber Collective, I have declared period of mourning. You understand what that means, don't you? But Chamber Lady Aberdeen, Lima has clearly been. I said that is enough. If you want to resume discussions with Lima after the mourning period, feel free. But until then, your concern should be for those whose lives were lost in the shipwreck. Oliel, see these people off with you. You had mother, I wait with you, or I personally see to it that you get the double shifts of guard duty this month. Leave Lima be. So we were kind of like We are owing some money to the tribe, and well, it's not it's not good for us. The start is like harsh. I'm sorry, that was the first thing you woke up to, Lima. Please forgive them. Many of them have lost family and are not thinking straight. I can't believe they want to seize my home. Can't you do something? I could do more. I would. The most I can do for you is to declare a mourning period and buy you a little time. If you don't pay those 4 months of missed payments on your own, the tribe would have my head. For 5 days, no one in the tribe can ask you what you owe. But give you 5 days to pay back all 150 silver coins. Either gather the money or end the tribal favor, and you won't be, and they won't be able to touch you. Once you can make a payment, come see me at the town hall on the top of the hill. Please find a way to make it work, Lima. The last thing I want to do is to take your lighthouse away. Then I will have to head outside the walls. That does seem like a most effective option. Dangerous as it is, I doubt you'll be able to gather that much in such a short time just by staying in Cierzo. Never forget, no one is an orphan in Cierzo. Do not hesitate to ask the rest of the tribe for survival advice. Though you owe us a blood price, we will still help you however we can. If you can do great deed for someone in Cierzo, we will owe you tribal favor, which I will accept as substitute for a payment. Once you are ready to leave Cierzo, speak with Burak, the gate warden. He will judge whether or not you are prepared to face outside world. Remember, Lima, you have only 5 days to pay me 150 silver or show me proof you have earned tribal favor. Make your ancestor watch over you. Alright, so this is the beginning. I know. What are we going to do? We are going to kind of take everything, what lies around, and well, sell it because we need the money. Getting the money in this game can be a tedious process, but when you are looting everything you see, and when you know some uses for this stuff, then you can make money quite fast. Quite not like super fast, but you will have always some extra money from your journeys, from your adventuring. It depends on the build. Mages, for example, need some material components for their magic. So he found a water skin. It's nice. The most of the adventures will need to like buy some potions or buy some ingredients to craft those potions. But I was never struggling with money. We are starting to get overloaded, and main reason is we have a quite bad backpack. You can sell these red light clothes for 10. We're going to sell these sandals. They also have a good price. The pitchfork I'll sell for 6. I'm going to keep the felling great axe because we are going to also keep the hides. No, we are going to sell it. What can we buy here? What are the essentials? The essentials are definitely backpack. This one has a bigger capacity than the primitive Sachtel. We are going to take the felling great axe set, decraft it. I'm selling, like, when I found, like, for example, this hatchet and stuff, I'm selling that. But the 200 weapons, that can give me, like, 2 iron scraps, I'm going to decraft them into iron scraps. Because iron scraps are important. You can make a trap out of them, spikes out of them. They are used in some other recipes. And at the beginning, you are laying a lot of traps on to kill the enemies. So we are going to We are going to need the iron scrap. Some butter skin. There's also a fishing rod lying down there. And we can gather or catch some fish here. There are 3 fishing spots in Cierzo. And we were lucky with this one. We got a rainbow trout. It's nice. We get raw salmon. That's going to be third. Pig here. Another raw salmon and some lava eggs. There's some salt. Some worker. We can kind of equip this hoodie and we are going to decraft the worker attire. Because we also need the linen clothes to kind of craft ourselves few bandages and stuff. We are going to sell the hatchet and this. We are going to sell flint and steel. We don't need. We can sell 1 mineral tea definitely. There's this machete I forget. We have 56 gold, that's nice. Before we start like doing some cooking or buying us skills, we are going to enter this storage and we are going to load it. There are some lanterns, some extra flint and steel we can sell. You can find the bread here. Some recipe. We're going to read the recipes as we find. Garbage jam recipes has been learned. We have found the cooking pot. That's nice because we don't need to buy one new from the cost 20 silver, and we've also found this mining pick. The mining pick and fishing harpoon are essentials. You kind of always need to wear them. And there are these creatures, the troglodytes. We forget to drink water, so we are going to drink it right away. And oh, he's already attacking. So he kind of got us. There's a second one. When you are fighting the troglodytes, the most important thing to do is to like step aside when they are charging you, then disbalance them and kind of beat them on the floor. And this is the thing you can apply to all the enemies. Like you first need to disbalance them, and then you can kind of beat them. But you know the enemies are harder and harder. For example, they are stronger than these troglodytes, and the process is still the same. You kind of have to disbalance them and then kill them, or debuff them simply. The process is still the same, but uh, it's in core it's the same, but it's getting complicated, more and more complicated, and as you find new ways, new skills, and new ways how to harm your enemies. So what we are going to do now, we can go over here, and well, there are these recipes were already used. We already know. Makeshift letterhead recipes has been learned. There's this cook, and we can the freshest fish here, caught just moments ago. Take a look. I'm going to talk with him. I always loved the ceviche your parents made. I was never able to achieve the same taste. Could you prepare me Cierzo ceviche like your parents used to? I'll return the favor. Okay, yes, we can do that. You you can get all the ingredients on the beach in the Chesapeake. You remember how it goes, right? A rainbow trout, seaweed, and some salt in a great big pot. Need something else now? Not now, thank you. And do we have one seaweed, and that's actually we are lucky. We could do these uh, racks out of it. And seaweed, it's one of the key component here in Cierzo because every dish, like every important dish, goes with seaweed. But the seaweed is lying like everywhere when you go by the rivers, by the lakes, by the sea. No problem. Another key component is salt. And in Cierzo we have an ocean, so we can kind of like gather salt by cooking a water. So we're going to do some cooking, but we wanted to buy some ingredients here as well. Always, when you need the money, you can always do something like this. You can always buy the bread, and you can always turn the bread into a ration with profit. So we are we are quite rich, so we are going to buy one Gabri wine as well. The Gabri wine give you some buffs. It gives you it gives you some physical defense. So if you are fighting a tough enemy, you should drink Gabri wine, and it also gives some mana regen for the mages. The troglodytes hit me a little bit. My health isn't in the best condition. So what we can do is to eat jerky that give us health recovery too. So our health is slowly but really slowly going up. And we can also patch our wounds with bandages. That will give us 0.5 health per second, but only for 40 seconds. So our health now going a little bit faster. If you want your health to go up like instantly, you need to drink potions. And there's this Ito, and he's a trainer. He's a Kazite Spellblade. You can train with him. He has this skill that's quite important at the beginning. It increases our maximum health by 25 points. And the health I restore by sleeping by 20%. We need to eat another 13. And we are going to do some cooking. So we need to gather wood, of course. And I'm doing it like this. I create 2 campfire kits. One campfire I'll put here, right in this spot. And other. That's because here's a place where I gotta get a salt simply. There's salt water. I pick up like 10 units of salt water into 2 uh, water skins and just cook them on the open fire. And you will get fresh water out of it, and of course the salt. And we need a lot of salt actually, because we are going to turn all food we don't need into the travel rations, and that's simply the way how we make money. Empty this, empty this. No, we put it into pocket. Now to cooking. The the second campfire kit will go here, like right in the center of the village. I'm going to do here the field kitchen for our stuff. And the first thing we are going to do is Cierzo service, of course. Then we can. How much bread do we have? We can put aside like 3 bread. We are going to do some tartine and some jam and some tartines. We are going to do the meat stews. And now we can turn. We, we are going to put aside like that guy wanted Cierzo service, right? So we are going to give him one. And we got 4 ocean fricassee for that. And ocean fricassee is like advanced food. The basic food sells for 1 gold or 2 gold. The advanced food sells for 4, and when something sells, like food item sells for 4, then you can definitely sell it and make some profit. We are going to keep 1 ocean fricassee for upcoming adventure. Because whenever you eat item, the stamina recovery buff is like for 15 minutes. So you just need to eat 1 food for your stamina each 15 minutes of an adventure, sort of. We are going to put Cierzo service here because we are not going to cook with it. We are going to keep 1 ocean fricassee, 1 meat stew, and we are going to keep also 2 Gabri 13s. And now we can cook with the rest of the stuff and sort of are we going to do a few more tartines. We can. And now we are going to turn the rest of the stuff we are actually not going to need in adventure into travel rations. And it's quite a lot of food. And how much we got? 60 silver out of it. That's amazing. That's amazing. We have now some extra money to get ourselves better weapon. What do you sell? He sells like 3 iron scrap. We are going to buy it. We are going to buy these spikes. We are also going to buy these tripwire traps. It's 35, and we can get the iron halberd. We are going to pay 60 for that. Equip it. We can definitely drop the quota stuff somewhere in here. We have 6 tripwire traps now, some spikes of iron, some linen cloth that's going to be useful. The common mushroom are going to be useful. We have mineral tea. We have these 2 ochre spice beetles. We need to cook some ochre spice beetle tea. The recipe is like this. Bitter spicy tea. It's from the green bug, and it will refill our stamina after use. So we are kind of now like prepared for an adventure. We have some salt. When we meet the trader, we can definitely take a cooking pot with. We can cook on our adventures. We are going to take the Cierzo service, meat stew, ocean fricassee as well. We are going to leave the bread here for later use. And now it's time to just simply go to sleep, and we are going to go out tomorrow and figure out what we want to do for our first adventure. So this was the first part. I hope you got the trick with the. If you are new to this game, I hope you got the trick with the travel rations. That's a basic how you make money in this game. It doesn't. It doesn't look so. It doesn't look so complicated, but it doesn't look so like profitable, but trust me, you are going to do a lot of travel rations. So thank you for watching.